Hi, this is Trent Chapman with Short Sale Genius. Today I'm going to share with you what I found out this last week with Wells Fargo. We were at a conference and a representative from Wells Fargo was there. Now, before I get into what he actually said and announce what they're changing within Wells Fargo, I want to give this explanation of how I view bank executives when they come to a training to teach agents how to do short sales better. Let's say, for example, that you're on a football team. Okay, you're a player. You're sitting in your locker room before the game, and your coach comes out and says, "Okay, guys, guess what? I talked to the coach of the other team, and he's going to come to our locker room here, and he's going to share with us exactly what they're going to do to try and beat us in today's game. They're going to share with us their game plan so that we can win the game." Are you guys excited? Now, do you think the players would really believe that the other coach would come and share with them their game plan on how to beat them in the football game? No, they're not going to share them with anything that's true or accurate. They might pretend and give them some false information, but the point is they want to win. They want their team to win. Therefore, they're not going to share with you the truth about what they're going to do and how they're going to play their game. Now, let's look at this from a perspective of a bank. What does a bank want? What is a win for the bank? They want to get as much money as they can from that loan by getting out of the buyer, the seller, and your commissions. So as an agent, don't expect the banks to come and teach you how you can help your client to avoid foreclosure and get a full release of lien, a release of liability, as well as make sure that they're going to have no unsecured note, no cash contribution, and you get paid your full commission. Now, when do you expect a bank to come and say, "Okay, today in our training, we're going to teach you how to get your full commission so that you guys don't get cut down on your commissions ever again by us, the bank"? Never. They're not going to teach you that. My point is, you always go to these trainings where they have bank executives hoping to find out what's the next big thing that's going to change the world of short sales. But the truth is, they're only going to give you enough information to help you follow their systems and their processes. They're never going to tell you how to beat them at their own game. That would not make sense. You wouldn't do it if you're in sports. They don't do it in the game of making more money. So keep that in mind. Take whatever you learn from the bank with a grain of salt. Now, I do attend these events on occasion to hear what the bank executives are saying, but I always know that they're not going to tell me anything that's groundbreaking, that's going to actually change my world or make short sales easier for myself or my client. But here's one thing that I did learn. An executive from Wells Fargo was at his training recently, and he mentioned that they are now finally implementing, they've been testing, now they're going to finally implement the equator system for their Wells Fargo short sales. Now, whether you love it or hate it, Bank of America has improved slightly with the equator system, has improved accountability and the ability to track documents. It's sped things up with Bank of America. So we're hoping that with Wells Fargo, we'll see the same kind of a transition and a speeding up of the process of negotiations with Wells Fargo. Now, they didn't set a public announcement. They're not going to do anything big, but they said basically their launch date for Equator is March 14th. So from March 14th and on, you can expect to start seeing a lot of your files with Wells Fargo going through the Equator system. Now, the reason they don't want to do a big announcement, a big launch, is because they want to make it kind of this transition of files going into Equator versus everyone trying to use Equator at the same time. So they have been testing it now for the past year but now they're finally at the point where March 14th they will be launching and releasing Equator as their new platform that Wells Fargo is using to negotiate their short sales. So just remember, next time you hear a bank executive, don't expect anything groundbreaking or shattering to come out of their mouth to help you to protect your client. If you want to learn more about how to protect your client by making sure they don't have an unsecured note, cash contribution, that they're free from liability associated with the short sale, and that you also get your full commission, go to our website, theshortsalegenius.com, check out some information there and find out more about how you can learn from us of how you can negotiate better for your client. Thanks, I'm Trent Chapman with Short Sale Genius.